Mellow made it right. I was damn bad. Now I'm on a jet for real. Got all this ice on me, baby. Told my protector chill. Sipping all this, my bad is on it. I won a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000 on me when I've been riding in the phantom. Got all designer on me. I'm so fly, don't matter. I wanted to feel the V12 when I was riding.
From the Queen City, we're live inside. At the plate, Lorenzo Cain, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. And a good throw gets him, one gone. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control. And that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach. Not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
Christian
into the box,
Yelich.
Christian Yelich. He's a dangerous hitter indeed as the reigning batting champion in the National League. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
2-2.
2 strikes.
Full count now, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Line drive to center field. Kemp is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. At the plate, Jose Peraza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Hit on the ground out to short. Well, he has some trouble with it, and he'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Runners on the move for second. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now a move over to first, just keeping him close. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Skied into very shallow right. Yelich is under it. Makes the play, one away. Now he'll throw back to first, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. And this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat, clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Left side, but well foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Peraza leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Now a swing and a miss by Votto, and he'll head back to the dugout as out number 2. In now, Eugenio Suarez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 2-2 the count. The 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to,
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. set to get his evening at the plate started, Jesus Aguilar. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Aguilar is retired, and there's one away.
The third baseman.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Into center field, line drive base hit. Oh, and he misses it. Throw into second. Throw won't get him.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball bat.
Next for Milwaukee, Mike Moustakas. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's 2 for 4. 1-1. Here it is. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak. Maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
Popped him up. Barnhart is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's Ryan Braun now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the 1-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Shaw at second with 2 down. Hard hit ball to short. Peraza scoops it up. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time. Now at the plate, Matt Kemp. Now Kemp awaits the 1-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Kane will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. And now is Yasiel Puig. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He's gone just 2 for 13. He also has 1 home run, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
The throw pulls him off the bag. Runner at second here with 1 man out. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. This one's down to third. And there's out number 2. In now for the Reds, Sonny Gray. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. It's official now. They will not go 1. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Full count, 3-2. Once again, a 3-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And it's fouled away. to center field. On the move is Kemp. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
So striding forward now, Zach Davies. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And there's ball 2 now. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting a result. Job well done.
Into the box, Lorenzo Cain. Fly ball out to straightaway right. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2. Digging in to try it again. Hernan Perez 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Davies, the runner at first with 2 gone. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Puig on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the end. Peraza reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Count even at 2-2. No one out with a runner at second. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. And that's going to find real estate and fall in for a base hit.
First baseman.
Ready for another chance? Joey Votto looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A bouncer up the middle to second for 1. On to first, and Votto is retired. It's a double play.
The batter, the third baseman.
Digging in now, Eugenio Suarez. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Into the box now, Scooter Gennett. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, this one's going to upset him for a little bit. You make the pitcher work the way he did right there, and that's the end result. That one sticks with you for a while.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but
well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first down.
the first baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jesus Aguilar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
All even now, 2-2. The 2-2. And another foul ball. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Payoff pitch one more time. Fly ball, not particularly deep. Puig is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Kane going back, and it's gone as they add still another. Into the box now, Yasiel Puig. 1-2 now. Base is empty here with nobody out. Now another one hit deep to left. Back goes Braun, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Natty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on them. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last 2 hitters have really set the stage.
Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there. Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. Here's another 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Yelich going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. So here's the Reds pitcher, Sonny Gray. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run. But I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby one.
And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0. Throw to first, not in time, as the run is across to score. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. Stepping into the box, Jesse Winker. He singled his last time up. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Down the first baseline. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
First baseman, number 19.
And it's Joey Votto now. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Up high, 2-1 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Gray at second. Winker at first. 2 out in the inning. 3-2 full count. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. A bouncer to the left side. Shaw fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Now batting. Left fielder.
So 1 gone in the Milwaukee 5th, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Ryan Braun. Hot shot down the line, and that's through for a hit.
Now batting.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Coming to the plate now, Zach Davies, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
2 out with a man at first. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Strand 1, still down 3-0. Striding into the box, Eugenio Suarez, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And the Reds get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Braun coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The center fielder, number 27.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Count is 1-2 now. And here's a swing and a miss by Kemp as he's a strikeout casualty. 2 away. 2 gone in the Cincinnati 5th. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. 2 balls and a strike now. Swing and a liner, but foul. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Hard hit ball to second. Moustakas is there. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end. In now is Lorenzo Cain, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Puig's got a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Ready now, Hernan Perez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
In is Christian Yelich. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB.
And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And that's off the left field wall. And going for it, the right call. He's in at second base with a 2-out double. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, Matty. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Waiting on it now is Kemp, and he puts it away. Stepping up now, Tucker Barnhart. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Slow little roller to third. Shaw gloves it. And there's one down now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sonny Gray. He bats here with a 3-run lead in inning number 6. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 9.
Settling in now, Jose Peraza. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Full count to Jose Peraza. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. This one's flared off to the right side. And that's in there, base hit.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Corbin Burns will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
And the 2-out threat will not come. Coming to the plate now, Travis Shaw. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. Jeanette has it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1-1, here it comes. And he misses 2-1. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. Stepping in, Ryan Braun. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the 2-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive. Riding in once again, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Eric Thames will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
For the Brewers, number 7, Eric Thames.
He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Suarez will put this one away, and the side is retired. Corey Knebel will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Got him swinging on the fastball there. Eugenio Suarez is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 2 balls and a strike to Jeanette. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. He's hitless in 6 tries. Braun on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out. Matt Kemp will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. The next 3-2. Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And Kemp is able to lay off as he'll reach base on ball 4. Now to the plate, Yasiel Puig, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Lorenzo Cain. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
The catch is made on the mound, and that's the first out. Now in the box, Hernan Perez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Hit hard on the ground is short. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Ready for another shot now, Christian Yelich. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
1-2, here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Winker ranging back. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hung the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Yelich stands at second with 2 gone. Doesn't chase after the splitter, and he works it back to a full count. Travis Shaw would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. The 1-1. Is a fastball well off the plate, but offered at for a strike.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Just hung in there on that one.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And that brings up Scott Schebler. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And Braun will handle this one for out number 2. Ready now for Cincinnati, Jose Peraza. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. He's just 1 for 6. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. They're down in order. They lead it 3-0. Raisel Iglesias comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Shaw stands at second with no outs. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Peraza fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Stepping in, Ryan Braun. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias. He's just 1 for 6. Popped him up. Votto over to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in, Yasmani Grandal. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Big swing by Grandal, and a ball carrying well to right. Back goes Puig. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Cincinnati Reds jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Sonny Gray gets the win on the mound, his first of the year.
Train flying at a supersonic speed. I got what you want. I got it. I got what you need. I got it. Welcome to the show. Get ready for the major leagues. Alright. All my life I said I'm gonna be one of the great.